Hey, girlfriend, we all know that leads are the lifeline of our business. So, have you ever wondered what is the difference between a suspect, a prospect, and a lead? We're going to get to the bottom of that in today's video. I'll see you inside. Hi there, my name is Ingafay, and I'm a confidence coach for home-based business owners. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the difference between a suspect, a prospect, and a lead. They all have different definitions, and we're going to get to the bottom of each definition in today's video. So let's talk about a suspect. A suspect is a person that could potentially buy your product. So I'm sure that when you first started your direct sales business, unless it was in the last couple of years, you heard things like everyone is a potential customer. I believe this is the definition of a true suspect, because when you think of someone that could potentially buy your product, and I'm sure they were talking about potentially, because when they say everyone, that would include kids. And we know that kids don't have money to buy products. So I wanted to make sure that I broke down this definition. So when people make those kind of generic statements, that you would have the understanding of what they're really trying to say. People all have skin that are above ground. We'll say it that way. So you have to determine which people that you're going to talk to. And initially, I believe the suspect would be the people that are at the top of the funnel. If you consider all the people you could potentially talk to about your product or your service, you have the very people at the top of that funnel of leads that you have. If you're doing a skincare business, it could be anyone that's within your target age range that has the ability to buy your product. If you're doing really any product, it wouldn't just necessarily have to be skincare. If you're doing a health product, some kind of peel or shake, it would be any person that could potentially buy your shake. So that is what a suspect is, okay? So before I go in and to tell you exactly what a prospect is, I want to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be uploading a video every Thursday for your viewing pleasure, and we don't want you to miss a beat. So be sure that you subscribe. So you may be wondering, what is a prospect in? A prospect is a person that has gone through a qualification process. And basically this qualification process is to determine what this person's true pain is. And once you determine what their pain is, then you can determine if your product or service will solve the pain that they have. So you're really being the detective here. You're asking all kinds of questions to really determine what this person truly desires. And you're probably asking at least 3 questions to really hone in to exactly what they need. Because initially when they answer the questions that you ask them, they're going to be very vague. For example, you'll get people that say, and I'll just use from experience from me, that people, they have problems with wrinkles. Okay, wrinkles. Okay, where are the wrinkles? Are the wrinkles under your eyes? Are they all over your face? Are they in a particular area of your face? Now you see how I clarified that question? Because I asked that question, they may be only interested in a product that's for their eye area, or they may only be interested in a product that's for their around their lips. Finding out exactly where the problem is located is going to make me more aware of a product that I can recommend for them based on the problem that they have, more so than trying to second guess or give some kind of generic answer before I have the information that I need to really determine the product that they want and need to help them overcome that pain. I often kind of consider it like when you go to the doctor's office and the doctor is asking you all kinds of questions about, where does it hurt? How long have you been enduring this? Do you remember when it first started? All of these questions that the doctor is asking is kind of helping that person determine what could potentially be the problem. You are doing that same thing when it comes to the people that you're interacting with, because we are problem solvers. We want to find the problem and then help them overcome that problem with our product or service. We're basically finding a need and filling it. So make sure that before you get into the product or service that you offer, that you really are finding out what your prospect needs and qualifying them to really determine if the product or service that you can provide can really help them. I'll give you another example. I had a person contact me that told me that they had issues with lupus. Well, one thing I know that is completely out of my area of expertise, but if I didn't ask those questions and get really more interested in what their problem was and how I could solve their problem, because they just started off telling me that they had skin problems. But once I really was able to hone in and ask those questions further to really determine what the problem was, I could tell them, hey, this is out of my realm of expertise. I'm not going to be able to help you with that. And you want to be able to do that too. Find out the problem and then be able to determine if your product or service will be a viable answer for that problem. So I'm curious, what kind of questions have you asked in the past to find out or ID the problem of a potential prospect? Comment below and let us know, because this is all a learning experience for us. And I know for those that are just starting out, you're just in the mindset of selling a product. And I get that because I was there. I've been there too. But we want to make sure that we're really asking the right questions to determine what the client truly needs so we can offer the product or service that's best for them. So now we're going to talk about what a lead is. A lead is someone that has answered some type of call to action. It could be if you're offering a sample to them, if they're willing to go to a consultation or attend a webinar. These people are what is truly deemed a lead. They have basically raised their hand and agreed to be a part of what you are sharing. So you've gotten a yes prior to actually even asking them to set up an appointment and learn more about your product. You've qualified them way before this time to determine what type of presentation or products that you're going to share with them. And then because of that, you can now set up an appointment and a time to meet with them with products and services that will benefit them and overcome the pain that they want to overcome. So I wanted to make sure that I explained all of that, because I know oftentimes we have a tendency to go and think that everybody's a lead when in actuality they're not. We got to qualify the people that we are working with and really truly view the people that we're interacting with like a funnel process, that it starts off as a huge funnel at the beginning, but then at the bottom, it's going to be really small, the number of people that come out of the bottom based on whether they go from a suspect to a prospect, and then whether they go from a prospect to a lead based on the questions and interactions that you have with your hopefully future client. I would love to continue to assist you with getting your leads and supporting your lead generation efforts. Check out the link below and be sure to look for the Expert Trilogy to get more access on lead generating type of strategies. And as always, thanks for watching and bye for now.